Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Cardinal Sin 21, that crazy Cardinals fan, crazy bird, whatever the hell you want to call me, just don't call me late for dinner. Back at it with another preview video. This time, it's the wild card round. It's the game between my Arizona Cardinals and our division rival Los Angeles Rams. You could ask for a tougher opponent. But for the Cardinals' sake, this is going to be almost as tough as it gets starting off because historically the Rams have owned us. They've won 8 of the last 9. We finally broke the streak back in week 4 of this season when we went to Los Angeles and we won 37-20. And then towards the end of the year, week 14, I think it was, the Monday Night Football game here in the desert. The Rams got the revenge on us. They won 30-23. This is going to be a very tough game for my Redbirds. The Rams have an extremely stout defense with Aaron Donald and Von Miller, which is going to bring up my first point about my keys to the game is our offensive line. Our offensive line has to step up tomorrow night. They played pretty well on that Week 4 matchup in Los Angeles. They didn't have Von Miller yet, and Aaron Donald was practically almost non-existent. Our offensive line played extremely well. We were able to run the ball on them, and Murray had lots of time to throw on several occasions. The second meeting here in the desert, week 14, it was different story, completely different story. Our offensive line couldn't really hold up very well. Aaron Donald went absolute beast mode on us, and got, I think it was like 3 or 4 sacks he got on Murray that night, and we ended up, it was still a close game. We ended up losing 30-23, but our offensive line really needs to hold up for this game. I'm hoping. I feel like we're gonna be really dependent on our run game. I'm really kind of nervous to see how much time we're going to be able to give Murray to throw the ball. I believe the Rams. I have to relook this up again. I don't think they're very good in pass defense. And lately, we haven't been so much either. We kind of sputtered a little bit down the stretch, but the Rams, I don't think, have a really good pass defense, which could help us, especially if we have to throw the ball. But I think we're going to be really dependent on our run game. With James Connors is a game time decision, so that might determine if we're really going to be sticking to the run game or not tomorrow. It would be most likely James Conner and Chase Edmonds, or possibly, and that's an extremely good running back tandem to have. James Conner is a really nice one. Those power, get up and get gritty running backs, and Chase Edmonds really moves on his feet. He can kind of dive into that pile if he needs to, but he's really good at kind of hustling left and right, knowing where to go. It would be cool to see Benjamin in this game. I'm a Sun Devils fan, so I remember watching Benjamin. He had a great 4 years with Arizona State, and I would love to see him improve and succeed with us. But we'll see how that goes. As long as we get the W, I really don't care. Carlos come first. It's gonna be really tough. We really have to step up and stop that ferocious Rams defense, because they're going to be coming after us. Aaron Donald and Von Miller especially. That's going to be a really big key to the game. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough whenever you play a division rival. It's going to be thick. You saw. Contrary to that, you did see the Patriots Bills game, and the Bills absolutely blew them out. And if you watch my channel regularly, you saw my prediction. I thought the Patriots were going to kind of sneak away from Buffalo. But the Bills, they punched them in the mouth, beat them while they're down, and took their lunch money and made out with their mom. I don't know, the last line was kind of cheesy. I'm sorry, but it was they stole their lunch money. So who knows? I don't think this game is going to be a blowout. If it is, unfortunately, I do think it'll be in favor of the Rams. I don't see us blowing out the Rams again. I think they're going to be ready. But besides that, my prediction is I see the Cardinals winning. It's going to be extremely tough. I can easily see them losing as much as I can see them winning. That's how much this game worries me. It's all about who can dominate the possession of the ball, who can keep control of the ball longer and make the smarter decisions. So going to be Kyler Murray or Matthew Stafford, and there's going to be it's going to be more pressure on Stafford than there is Murray. This is Murray's first playoff game, but there isn't as much pressure on Murray than there is Stafford, because Stafford got actually put on a really good team. And as a Cardinals fan, I hate to say that because I hate the Rams, but he got put on a really good team, and if he can't perform well, if we're able to rattle him, if our defense is able, Chandler Jones, Golden, if they're Buda Baker, if they're able to get after him and bully him, play bully ball, and make him have a hard time, pick him off maybe once or twice, there's going to be a lot of questions about him. And in my personal opinion, there's going to be a lot of questions about the Cardinals too. In my humble opinion, there's going to be a lot of questions about the Cardinals too if we lose this game. This is a winnable game. I'm not saying it's an easy game. Hell no. This is going to be an extremely tough game that I can see us losing as much as like I said, I can see us losing as much as I can see us winning. But if we lose this game, I think there's going to be a lot of talk about Kingsbury again. Those ugly comments about Kingsbury choking away second halves of every team he's coached, and his ability to adjust, his ability to finish season strong. Those questions are going to come up again, and if the Cardinals lose this game, I'll be talking about that in my overall preview video going into next season. That's going to be huge. I think there's going to be some pressure on Kingsbury too. It's not all on Stafford. I think it's going to be some pressure on Kingsbury to get the job done here too. That being said, I'm slightly optimistic. The only reason why I'm really optimistic, I'm not really, but pretty optimistic about this game is because it's on the road. We play so much better on the road than we do at home. If this was here in the desert, I live like 5 minutes from the stadium, a couple miles from the stadium, and if this ended up being here, I'd say we lose, because for whatever reason, we cannot perform well at home. I do not understand it. It's embarrassing in my opinion. It's great that we have an awesome 7-8-1 road record, but it's embarrassing to me that we can't play with that same energy at home. It's like we don't want to perform in front of our fans. I know that's a cheeseball elementary comment to say, but it feels true. I don't understand why we can't play with the same energy at home as we do on the road. And that's going to be another focal point for me if the Cardinals end up losing in my next video. But since it's on the road, we play so much better on the road, I am going to say Cardinals pull it out. Cardinals 27, Rams 23. I think we win. It's going to be close. I do not see this being a blowout. And if we win this game, it looks like this is being recorded at the halftime between the Cowboys and the 49ers, and it looks like the Niners might leave Dallas with a W, which wouldn't be too much of a shocker. If that were the case, we'll go to Tampa. I would prefer Green Bay, but that's a whole nother video. All depends on if we win and who we end up facing afterwards. For right now, focus on the wild card. I say we win. I hope we win. I'll be super ecstatic. It'll be the best freaking Monday I ever had if we ended up winning this game tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to focus at all. Working tomorrow, I have to go to work first, an 8-hour shift in the trenches. I won't be able to focus at all, so hopefully my boss kind of gives me a little pass. But It's gonna be a barn. It's gonna be a barn burner. It's gonna be physical. I think it's gonna be gritty. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna root for my Cards. I'm gonna say we get the win. It's gonna be close, but I think we get the win. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be all for tonight. I will see you tomorrow, right after the game. I'll have my reaction video, and we'll go from there. Go Cards. See you later, guys.